Welcome back to A Few Dudes, everybody.
Dude, I don't know where to fucking look.
I know. Another podcast, or another week, another podcast for all of your beautiful faces. This week, unfortunately, you won't be able to see our beautiful faces because we're recording at my dad's house, and it's kind of like a last minute thing. We're not super prepared. So, audio only this week.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, you'll never get to see Carlos's yawn that just happened.
Yeah. Or Lucy.
Or Lucy, my dad's dog, who I'm dog sitting.
Yeah, she's a thick old pit bull, but
Blue nose pit bull.
yeah, she's a character for sure.
I'm sure you'll hear her. She'll be whining and licking and. I hope that. I hope you guys can hear that.
I hope so.
I really hope you guys can hear that. But yeah, we appreciate you guys being here as always, showing support on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, whatever it might be.
Yeah, like all that shit. Run up all those fucking numbers.
Tell your friends.
Yeah,
shout us out. We're trying to. It's just Carlos and I this week. Carlos, myself, and Lucy. So, yeah, we usually talk about the podcast and what's going on with it. One of the things is that we want to start marketing better because we're kind of lacking. I mean, we're busy. We work full time, and we fucking are 20 years old and have lives. So
yeah, for real.
But I mean, we could make excuses all day long. We could still be doing more things to try to gain some traction. So
I'm gonna start looking up like better marketing techniques and shit like that to try to see how we could make it. Have a bit more of a reach, even to people that we don't know. Is one way that I'm trying to really figure out how do we touch that like.
Business cards.
Yeah, for real.
That's my main idea I have for that. And Instagram. If we just keep on posting on Instagram and like keep on posting, like
I'm gonna download some Sony Vegas shit so I could try to touch up like and try to get some little TikToks going and shit like that.
That'd be cool too. Yeah, TikTok would go hard.
Yeah, TikTok is definitely underrated for that shit. Like I'll always be seeing podcasts, like little clips from like whether it be like TMG or like just like these random comic book ones, and like it actually. I mean, if it reaches me, I'm sure it reaches other people as well. So
for sure, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what else we're gonna talk about. I got some things. Oh yeah, Will Smith smacked Chris Rock.
Oh yeah, for real. Chris got rocked, bro. Chris rocked.
Yeah. Chris Rock got rocked.
Yeah. No, that shit's pretty nuts. But I mean, how do you feel about it? Do you think like? Do you think did you watch the clip, right?
Yeah, I've watched the whole thing. I watched it a couple times at work today because it was kind of like the talk of
everywhere,
work because it was kind of a. I don't want to say it was a big deal, but like it was just like holy shit, like what the fuck?
Yeah, you never see that kind of shit. Yeah.
So I think it's fucking sick for that, dude. Like
yeah,
that shit was iconic, and like everybody knows about it now.
Yeah.
But I think Will Smith was. I don't know, dude. It seemed weird. It didn't seem like his character to jump up there and smack him. Like,
dude, the way he just walked up there just so nonchalantly and just fucking and just walked straight back. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude,
like,
and the crazy part is that like the joke was not that bad. Like I get it, it's kind of fucked up because she doesn't have any hair.
Yeah, because so she has like alopecia, which is like
right.
hair loss type shit. I think is what it is. I'm not super.
And what did he say? He said, "Oh yeah, he called her G.I. Jane."
Yeah, when's G.I. Jane 2 shooting or when's it coming out? Or
some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's funny too because Will just like he starts laughing and clapping, but you can see his wife is pissed, bro.
Yeah.
Like the second, she was like.
She wasn't happy.
Genuinely, like I saw her face and I was like, "Oh shit!"
She did the whole eye roll thing and everything.
She low key looked like she was gonna cry, dude.
Yeah,
she was hella upset.
Yeah, which is fucking fair. Like if, like she's obviously dealing with like.
I mean, you got humiliated like that in front of literally millions of people.
Yeah.
So I could see it being really upsetting.
And I think as her husband, he's like, I gotta fucking step up to the plate for this. But
right, but does that joke warrant that?
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Now, I think there's a time and a place for you to defend the people you love, but
I think
that was probably not it.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, if you remember years ago, there's like a clip of her talking about cheating on him.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, yeah. She was like, I was having a spiritual adventure or something like that.
Right.
What did she? I know she said some stupid shit like
shit.
that. Yeah, yeah.
There's like a podcast clip out there of her saying, like, admitting to having cheated on him and like justifying it. Now, if Chris Rock was to make a joke about
That.
some other dude fucking his wife,
Then.
oh
Yeah,
you need to get up on that stage and slap
I
that fool silly.
He's doing a bit more than slapping. I think at that point, yeah, he's fucking.
Oh, for
knocking him
sure.
out, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock wouldn't do that because he knows that's crossing a line.
Yeah.
But the joke that Chris Rock said, I don't think that warrants that.
Yeah, and even then, a lot of people are like quick to like blame Chris Rock for it, but you have to think with like things like the Oscars, there's like whole teams behind like every single thing, every single line, every single like movement, like all that stuff is like kind of planned, like what
scripted.
He says. Yeah, what the host says is scripted. So like, because they're literally reading it from like a teleprompter. But I mean, that's not to say that Chris Rock didn't have any say in it. He probably did because he's a comedian and shit like that. Like he knows. But at the same time, I don't think he necessarily like had all say in that. And I don't even think they meant for it to be like that bad. Like obviously, but
I don't think so either. But I do think
yeah,
that the way Chris handled that was baller, dude.
Oh yeah, for real. He's like,
he gave
that's
no
gonna
fuck.
be one of the greatest TV moments ever. And
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
that
damn.
was
I
fucking
like,
hilarious.
just right after that, yeah.
He's like, it was a G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah.
And then Will Smith is
keep
flipping
my
the
wife's
fuck out.
name out your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah, dude, he was pissed.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. And
I
then
thought it was fake up to that point, but then he started screaming, and I was like, okay.
That's what
like,
everybody says.
Yeah, I was like, all right, that felt real.
That was a real fucking slap though.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like, he slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And like he had the form with it and everything.
Yeah,
dude, it was crazy.
Yeah, the full wind and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and then afterwards, Will, I guess,
went on to win Best Actor.
He won Best Actor.
Yeah.
And then in his speech, he like goes on talking about how love makes you do crazy things and all this, like trying to like kind of I don't want to say nonchalant, I don't think that's the word I'm looking for, but like kind of like low key apologize, but like not really.
Yeah.
Like he's not apologizing to Chris Rock, he's apologizing to the audience for doing some crazy out of pocket shit.
Yeah. He also, I think at the beginning he was saying, because he played Serena Williams' dad in like this movie, I forgot what it was called. I didn't watch it, but and he's like, oh yeah, like the character I portrayed, he also defends his family, and then everybody like started laughing because like that was like that's what he did technically, but like yeah, I don't know how I really feel about it yet, but I think it was definitely a bit of an overreaction. I don't know if I would have slapped him or anything like that. But I mean, his name's everywhere right now though, so maybe it was smart. And plus, who runs the Oscars? Is it NBC?
I don't know.
I think it might be ABC or whatever networking.
I think it's ABC.
Yeah, whatever networking thing it is though. Like, dude, they're probably really happy about that shit because that
low key,
everybody was talking about it. Everybody. So
see, and that I think that's why a lot of people thought it was scripted. Like at work today, one of the guys was like, "But would you have heard about, or did you even know the Oscars were going on, or did you just hear about it because of that?" And I was like, "Yeah,
I didn't even know they were going on."
So like that's a good point, but I don't think that shit was scripted. I think it was real.
No, I think it was real. Yeah, I think it was just like a win-win for everybody except for maybe Chris Rock. But even then, I'm sure. I mean, I hope him and Will Smith like kind of hashed it out or whatever. But
well, I think they did. There was like there's some pictures of after or during the commercial break of like Will, Denzel Washington, and Chris Rock off stage, like
hugging it out or whatever.
Basically, just like being like, "All right, bro, we're cool, we're straight, whatever."
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I don't really see the point in having like that kind of beef or whatever. But yeah, because I know that they were like buddies before, so I wouldn't see why you'd want to keep.
Dude, but the memes are so good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, people are so quick with it. It's crazy.
So quick with it, dude.
Like I shit you not, I woke up today and I was like chilling. And I was like scrolling through my phone for a bit, and I went to TikTok, and then every single TikTok I was going, fucking just him slapping him, or it was like just some stupid meme, like.
Dude, yeah, that's how I found out about it too. I was on my first break at work, and I was scrolling through YouTube, and there was like a picture of Will Smith, his wife, and Chris Rock all just like hanging out, and then I swiped. And it was a picture of Will Smith smacking him, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, so I started looking it up. Yeah. And then there were hella fucking like Elden Ring memes about being maidenless or some shit, like calling me maidenless and then slapping them. Yeah, that shit was great. Or the Dark Souls boss music as Will Smith is like walking up,
approaching him.
Yeah, shit killed me, dude.
It's funny.
Yeah,
definitely a dub though, for TV. Like the Oscars, like yay, people knew about him now.
yeah, for real. Because I
Yeah.
had no fucking idea.
I feel
really
like I
didn't.
remember I used to like always keep up with that kind of stuff, like the MTV Music Awards or like all that shit. I always like kind of loved watching that stuff. But I think as I got older, I definitely just stopped giving a shit about all of that. Like sadly, but I think I realized that like, dude, all that shit is just it's all for like monetization and shit like that. Like yeah,
Yeah, like it means nothing to me.
yeah. Like the best movie was this one called like Kuda or like Cabo or Kubo. I didn't even hear about that movie ever.
I've never heard about
Yeah,
that.
and then I mean I know at least Dune won best score. No, I think it was no best visual effects, best costume, and then there was another one. But I was like, okay, that's cool. Like I think Dune was a beautiful movie, so I was like, that's cool that it won for those things.
Yeah, I fuck with Dune. I'm excited for the next one.
Yeah, for sure, that's gonna be sick. But that's pretty. If there's like movies that I really love and that were some way like nominated or whatever, that's the only way I'll like keep up with it. But I won't keep up with for like the whole event in general. But yeah,
I feel that.
yeah, I don't know. Did you ever watch any of that stuff growing up? Or not
I don't
really
think
at all?
so, dude. Like, yeah, I didn't. I did not at all. I've never really been interested in it. I mean, I don't really see the point of watching, like, people. I think that normal people develop such a strong connection with actors or actresses, and so then it like makes them really care about stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I never did.
Yeah, I didn't like really with as many. I feel like I definitely like say for example Post Malone. I think he was like the most recent one that I was like, oh, this guy's fucking sick. Like I want to keep up with him. So I kind of liked watching it for that reason. Like I was like, oh, he like released a banger album and like, oh, he's being nominated for this or whatever. Oh, I'll watch it to see if he wins or whatever. But I never really watched it for like the whole event. Pretty
And
much
that's
just,
are you talking about the MTV Music Awards or the Grammys?
both. I would say.
Both?
I think MTV's a lot more fun to watch though, 'cause that one's like more for the people. I think Grammys are more like obviously official and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, those official ones are. I always end up watching like who wins after, but I won't watch it like during the Grammys. But like if somebody wins, then I'm like, oh, what the hell? I want to see them have like a professional acceptance speech. Like if 21 was to win like best rapper at like for like a Grammy though, I feel like that'd be so funny. Like I want to see what he's wearing. Like I want to see what all these people pull up in, you know?
Yeah,
But-
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is kind of nerdy, but the last award show I watched was the Streamer Awards.
Dude, I watched some of the highlights for that, and I kind of wish I watched it.
That shit was fire.
Yeah,
like
Cutie put it
way
on, right?
fire, huh?
Cutie put it on, right? That's,
Cutie Cinderella.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No, I watched the highlights. I was like, dude, that's actually like cool. Like, I'm sure they're gonna do it again next year for sure.
Oh yeah, they've already talked about doing it again. I wonder who like or what am I trying to say here? I wonder how many people actually watched that because
lot.
like I thought it was fucking. I know a lot of people watched it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people watched it live. There was like 380,000 concurrent viewers.
Which is nuts. Like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
like for a stream. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like really entertaining, and it was different than something if you're gonna talk about the Grammys or fucking
Oscars, whatever it may
Oscars.
be. Yeah.
Thank you. It was different because it was just like normal people. They're normal people.
Yeah.
They
for
just
sure.
they sit in front of a computer with a
Camera,
webcam,
Yeah, and they just
and
play
they
video games.
play video games, or some of them do IRL stuff, so they have like a streamer backpack.
Yeah.
But like really, they're just normal people just documenting their lives, which I think is way more interesting. But that's just me.
Yeah, and I think we find it more interesting because it's something that we could like. It's realistic.
It's relatable.
Yeah, like with fucking I can't any way relate to Kanye or like to
No.
fucking Will Smith or any of that.
No,
yeah,
never.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say never, but
As of
probably
right
not.
now, yeah, definitely not, and most likely never. But
Yeah, I don't even know if I'd want to deal with all that. I'd probably
Oh,
lose
fuck
my
no.
mind just like Kanye.
Yeah, I think the most famous. How famous would you want to be? Like, if you could be famous, how famous would you want to be?
I don't know.
Like, you just try to like relate it to like maybe a streamer or like a YouTuber or if you want to be like a pop star or whatever the fuck. But
Fuck no, dude.
yeah.
I don't want to deal with that many people having so much insight into my life.
Yeah.
I think that happens regardless of whatever. Well, it's a give and take. You know, there's pros and cons. I desperately, like deeply, there's something inside of me that wants to reach out to people and just like inspire them or like make their day better just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I could just do that and only that, I'd be the most famous person in the entire world. But I know that's not how it works.
Yeah, there's give and takes to everything for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
and so I just want to,
a lot of pressure is going to be put on you, or cameras being like, who are you dating? Or all
fuck
this kind of
that,
shit.
dude.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
I'd want to keep all that under wraps.
Yeah. Like, you can't even probably, I mean, half the like big celebrities now, they can't even go out to like a restaurant without being like paparazzi'd or whatever. So
I think the level of fame I'd want to have could probably be compared to somebody like, I want to say maybe have like 2 million subs on YouTube. Like that level of fame, I'm talking like Ludwig or maybe I'm trying to think of other YouTubers. Moist Critical. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what it's all about, or whatever.
Yeah. Woo, let's go, baby. That guy.
Yeah.
But like that level where you can still go out and like people will recognize you, but you'll still be a normal person for the most part.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or like, you know, you could put a hat on and walk around and like most people wouldn't know who you are. Which I guess you could technically do that as like a celebrity, like an actor or something. But like, how many pictures have we seen of people trying to do that and it just doesn't work?
Yeah, they're just like casually just walking on the street, and they're
like if you see Kanye wearing a hat walking down the road,
you know it's Kanye.
You're like, that's Kanye.
Yeah.
So I don't know, some level of fame where I would have some degree of privacy at least.
Yeah, that's fair.
But also, I could live without it, to be perfectly honest.
That's fair. I would want
more.
You? Yeah, I don't know. Like, so like I would want to say like the same thing, but even then, I feel like more people know about people like that than like, say like maybe Paul Rudd, for example, or like, I don't know. I don't. For some reason, Paul Rudd came in my mind, but like
Who?
I wouldn't. Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, I don't know who that is.
Damn. See, okay, yeah. So he plays like he plays Ant-Man. And
that's what you want.
Yeah. Like he plays Ant-Man and all that kind
smart.
of shit. Like people, like if you see him in a movie, they're like, oh, he's a cool actor, but like.
But they don't know his name.
Life, like I don't even know if he has kids or how any of that works for him.
Yeah.
Or like maybe even Ryan Gosling. Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
Blade Runner, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being like that kind of level. Like if he wants to be in the limelight, he will. But then if he doesn't, he like nobody even knows what he does with half of his time. Like he just.
I wonder how you do that.
Yeah.
Because Will Smith, he's kind of like the topic right now, I guess.
Yeah.
He is like this mega celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows who Will Smith is, but everybody knows who Ryan Gosling is. What's the difference?
I think it's just the level of opening up Ryan does compared to Will. So like Will also has his family, which is like
so yeah,
they're a big family. Like the Smith name is like huge. Like you have Jaden, you have Jade, and then you have Willow. Like so like that's 3 big heavy hitters already. But like Ryan Gosling is just Ryan Gosling, you know, or like
we don't know his family.
Even Hayden Christensen would be pretty cool. I think his level, because like people know who he is, but only if you're like a fan of like Star Wars or whatever, you know. But then regular people, if he was walking around here in Walmart, I feel like most people would not recognize him. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know if because he like pretty much made his movies and then he just dipped.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, is that there's a relevancy aspect to it.
Yeah, and it depends on how relevant you want to be.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have any social media presence, same as like Ryan Gosling. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the fact of wanting to be recognized or not. And yeah, I think I'd go with something like that. Like,
see, because if you're Will Smith, like you're basically just getting a bag for being that famous.
Yeah, everything you do, you can get money for it. Like,
whereas Ryan Gosling or Hayden Christensen, somebody who's a little bit more low key, or a lot more low key, and they don't kind of give out as much aspects of their life to the public, I don't know. They have to find some way to make money. I'm sure that what it is that they are either really smart or they've spent that money on somebody who is like their financial advisor and helps them invest and like keep money, because once you break that like millionaire mark, you can maintain that money through investment and things like
Yeah.
that.
This is kind of off topic, but it kind of connects to that. So there's like this study is like that showed pretty much like everybody who's won the lottery always ends up going bankrupt again, or like goes back to bankruptcy or whatever. But it makes sense though, because like they didn't have that money to begin with, so to be given that amount just like that, they don't know what to do with that money because they've never had that money before. So it's like, and they just spend it on the dumbest shit possible. But like, it's because that's what we're like trained to want to like have or whatever, like a Lambo or like a nice house or whatever. But like, yeah. But when it comes to making that money, you know the value of it, I guess, and you know how to use it and the importance of it. But
That's really true.
yeah.
And you know what is the crazy thing is too, that it's so easy for me to be like, if I won the lottery, I would use that money so well.
But like
But
realistically,
like I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Like if I wanted right now, I mean, first thing I'd do is I'd pay off all my debt. I mean, I don't have a shit ton of debt anyways, but like in the grand scheme of things, I don't have that much. But like,
I
I
don't
would do
have
all
much
of that.
either. But I would want it to fucking be gone.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that would be gone instantly, and then I'd probably buy myself a car. And honestly, I wouldn't even want like a super nice car, to be honest. Like I'd probably just buy like maybe just like I wouldn't even want a Tesla because I just don't think those are very like useful right now.
Why? I think they're extremely useful right now.
I think they are, but like around, so like where I live in Nampa, like there's not.
Yeah.
I don't know where any charging stations are except for maybe like in Boise.
Yeah.
So like, and maybe in that sense, but like, I don't know. Yeah, and then plus I wouldn't really have to worry about gas because you just won the lottery. So like, I'd probably just buy like. Honestly, I'd probably buy like just a Forester or like, just yeah, I don't know, just something to get me around.
That's cap.
I'm not capping, bro.
cap.
I swear to God.
That's cap.
What do you think I'd buy? What would you? What would
Not
you
a
do?
fucking Forester. Are you
I
kidding me?
would, bro. I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Dude.
No, you wouldn't. I guarantee you fucking wouldn't. Okay, let's take
Alright,
a
I'd buy
Forester.
I'd buy a truck.
Okay.
Capping, yeah.
So the thing about saying you're gonna buy a Forester is, first off, you're not. You're
Why not though? I feel like I my dream car is a wagon, and that's a sick wagon.
And you would not buy the Forester. You would buy the most badass version of some sort of wagon that you could find.
I don't know if I would though.
I think you would. You'd buy some like Mercedes AMG hatch or something.
No, I don't like Mercedes.
Maybe not Mercedes, but like you see what I'm saying, more of a
I do get what you're
high
saying.
end hatchback,
but
rather than
I
a
don't think I
fucking
would.
Forester.
Dude, like look at Bill Gates for example, bro. He drives around. It's a '95 Civic. Bill Gates. Like I just don't see. I don't think I would buy like a Audi or like a Beamer or.
I would buy an STI. That's what I would buy.
That's
because
fair.
I like
Yeah.
Subarus, and that's what I want. I would buy a brand new, not brand new, but I would buy like a really nice low mileage STI, which are like probably like $40,000 for a really, really nice one.
Okay, actually, yeah, I'd buy a Type R. Never mind. I was kidding.
A Civic Type R.
Civic
There you
Type
go.
R,
And
yeah.
that is so much more true because that's a hatchback. Or
Yeah.
you can. No, the Type R is a hatch.
It's a hatchback. Yeah, yeah.
The Type R is a hatch.
It's like that weird gray line where it's like it is a hatch, but it doesn't look like a crazy hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's much more correct.
Okay, yeah, Type R. I'd buy Type R.
You wouldn't buy a Forester because I
Yeah.
know you're not talking about like the new Foresters. You're talking about an old one.
Like an 05 Forester.
Yeah.
Like
You wouldn't buy that. You would not buy a fucking 2005 if you won the lottery. Okay? You would buy something newer because it just makes way more sense.
Yeah, I would just go to the dealership and be like, just drop the stack of cash. I'm like, all right, I'll take that.
Exactly. And then what would you buy?
A financial advisor after that.
See, that's smart.
Yeah.
My
all I
thing,
need right now is my debt and a car. Like realistically, like if I needed something, that's what I would get. And then I would like go to a financial advisor, be like, all right, what can I invest in? What's like a smart move? And and I'd probably I'd probably prod the guy and ask more for like real estate like advice to be
see, I was
honest.
gonna say I would
Yeah.
buy land.
Yeah,
I'd buy land
That's
100%.
definitely the move.
I would buy a plot of land for my family,
Mhm.
and then I would start building houses on that, and then I would probably buy land somewhere else
Yeah.
and start building houses on that. But the first plot would just be for like my family. Like we'd have a village. That would be like my family's village. We would all just live together.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'd have our own houses, but we'd all be like in the same neighborhood, I guess you could say.
Yeah, like a little cul-de-sac type beat. Or
like a fucking cult up in the mountains, essentially.
Yeah, that'd be sick though. Like honestly, that'd be dope.
And then I would have to find some way to get a
like a steady income still.
Right.
And like
What's
have a
the
return on
word?
investments and stuff.
The invest
RTI.
essentially. There's a word that I'm looking for that I can't think of right now.
Passive income.
Passive income.
Yeah.
Find a way to get some passive income.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be the goal.
Around here, I would say is probably definitely
real estate.
Real estate, and I'd honestly tried to buy, or like build possibly like a parking garage, or like maybe not a garage, or just try to buy like a parking lot in general, and then just charge on that, and like try to just find little ways to do that kind of shit. But yeah, it's crazy because like $1 million sounds like a lot, but realistically, it's not that much. Like it really isn't.
It could be so much more if you use it correctly.
Like definitely, but I don't like it's so weird because like if you just like most people would be like, oh, I'd buy a house with the lottery, but like if you only got like $1 million, say for example, like you're only getting maybe you'd get half of it would go to a house, and like that's already half of it gone. Like that's fucking nuts. And that's not even like a crazy.
Well, the lottery is
house.
a lot more than $1 million.
Yeah,
it's like 10 million.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think it's even more than that.
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, depending on how much. Or
depending on the lottery you win.
Yeah.
You know, this kind of makes me think of we're turning 21.
We are turning 21.
We're going to go to Vegas. We're winning the lottery.
Yeah, for real. Fuck, dude.
No, not actually, but we are going to go to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm really excited for that.
So I was talking to my dad. We're from Vegas, right?
Yeah, of course.
I was born there. My dad grew up there. My mom grew up there. And he's hyped. He's like, or I told him like, yeah, we're going to Vegas. And he's like, yeah, we're going to Vegas. And I'm like, oh shit, that's right, you're coming too. And so, yeah, dude, that's a thing, and I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to make a trip up there with like the boys and shit. That'd be so fun.
True.
Because we'll all be 21 by then. Like you and I are like the last ones to turn 21, I think, within the boys.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Other than like the younger guys.
Yeah, like Chase or like
and Angel.
Kenny. Yeah.
But yeah, between us old fucks.
Dude, that'd be so sick. Like that would actually be so fire. That's like a dream come true. Like honestly, it would be pretty cheap too. It can't be that. Like it won't be that expensive if we don't want it to be. But I think most of the money is like what you want to use for gambling. But
Pretty much.
Yeah. I
and
feel like
alcohol.
for everything else. And alcohol.
Alcohol is gonna be expensive as fuck.
Yeah, for sure. But everything else doesn't have to be that crazy expensive. Like there's always pretty good deals on hotels. You just gotta look where and know where to look and all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Well, that's the thing, bro.
You got a spot up there?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah. See, that's even
we don't
more
need to
money
buy
for
a
gambling,
hotel.
dude.
We have family.
Yeah, more money for gambling, dude. That's Gambo money.
Yeah, and we're flying too, so you better save up for a plane ticket.
Plane ticket, dude. Right now they're like $50 round trip.
To where?
Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
See, dude,
that's nuts.
This brings me to we're kind of all over the place right now, but I was talking to a homegirl who is doing study abroad, and she's studying in Verona, Spain, I think.
Ooh.
I think that's where she's actually located, like doing school and everything.
That's nice.
And bro, she told me she spent £11 or €11, whatever it is, for a plane ticket to London.
Jesus.
Dude, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, well, so the thing is,
I looked up a plane ticket to London. Like, obviously, from here to London is a lot farther than from Spain to London.
Yeah.
It was like fucking
probably
$1,200.
Yeah, at least $1,000. Yeah, it's crazy, but like in perspective of like the U.S. on how big the U.S. is and how big Europe is, like Europe is really small. Like the U.K. is like all of London. No, all of the UK is smaller than Idaho. Like
really?
Yeah, and that's a whole country.
Huh.
And Idaho is like as big as it.
Wow.
So like that's why in my brain it kind of makes sense, but
I guess it does make more sense.
Yeah, and like I think the thing is I was even thinking about this because I was telling Crystal, I was like we can honestly go to Bali because it sounds like some exotic shit, right? Like
Indonesia?
Yeah.
No, those fuckers are hella poor.
Exactly. So like the most expensive part for every trip pretty much is just the plane ticket, and everything else, if you just know like the good spots or like all this good shit, then like it could be really cheap after that.
That's the kind of thing where if you were gonna go to some place like that, one of my fraternity brothers actually recently dropped out of school, went to Nepal,
Yeah, that's so sick.
and yeah, he's just been living there.
Yeah, that's
But
so
like
yeah, that's God tier.
he's living like the people who live there.
Yeah.
Like he had to fucking duct tape his shoes because they were falling apart.
Damn.
And he's just wandering. This fool though,
That's cool though.
he's something else.
That's respect.
He's a legend. I love that kid. He's one of the coolest people I ever met in my entire
I
life.
wish I had the balls to do that. Like that would be so cool.
Yeah, I wish I could do that too. But
Bro,
I feel like
if he ever comes back, we have to have him on the pod.
Oh yeah, we'll have him on the pod one day for sure. I feel like I want to do that too, but I feel at least like I have too much responsibility. Like if I told my mom, "Hey mom, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to go fly to Nepal and stay there for a few months." She would lose her fucking shit.
Damn, yeah.
She would lose her goddamn mind. So, I don't know. I'm very, very, very happy for him that he is able to do that and that he did it. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Whatever
seriously.
the fuck it is. You can do anything. I don't fucking care. Just do something and the world will be a better place. Either your experience will be better or other people will look at you and their experience will be better. You will make something better if you actually fucking do something that you want to do. So, do it.
I don't know. I feel like you could probably do it. Like, I think if you really wanted to do it, like, I think you're one of the only homies that I have that I think could actually do that shit. Like, most of my other homies, they're either, like, locked up with a girl or, like, they're, like, in some, like, career, like, or something like that. But I feel like, and like, you know, their lives are, like, kind of going, like, I don't really know how to explain it. Like, I don't know. Like, they have, like, a traditional, like, life path, I guess, maybe. It sounds harsh when I say it, but, like, it's kind of just the way it is. Like, I feel like I'm kind of leading down that path right now, too. But I feel like you...
I don't have any ties other than...
You have the most open doors of any of us.
My family.
Yeah.
And my job.
Which
I
I mean, to be fair, a family is a big thing, like, for sure. Like,
it is.
Yeah, that's a huge thing, but I think you have, like, the best chance of doing any of that. Like, I think if you truly wanted to right now, you could probably sell everything you have and, like, or even just, like, grind and then just pay off, like, whatever debts you have or whatever. And then you can probably just dip as well. And you could just have, like, just some spiritual awakening for, like, a while. For, like, you could probably live out there for 5 years, I would imagine. And just
maybe that's what it
like
is.
Them.
That I don't want to.
Yeah, see, that's fair. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if you feel the need to do that or, like, just
I
have
don't.
the urge to do it.
I think it would be really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that right now. What I want to do is I do want to pay off my debt, but not for that reason.
Because you want to just grind.
I want to pay off my debt so that I can move out and get a place.
Yeah. Be financially free a bit.
And then I can focus on things I care about.
Yeah, like video editing and your career and your future. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Trying to actually make the things that I think are fun into a career. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a podcast and video editing and all sorts of other things.
Yeah, I'm definitely on that same, like, shit right now. Like, well, I mean, I love the fact that I'm, like, moved out of my mom's right now and stuff like that. Like, it's super fun, and I've had, like, a really fun year, I think, of, like, growing and, like, learning, like, a different level of responsibility that I thought I knew. But, like, this has, like, taught me a lot more. But I can't wait to, like, move back out and then just be saving some more for money. And then right now, I started a new job. Started AutoZone finally this last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely cool. But yeah, I started that job pretty much just as another way of, like, making money. 'Cause at Amazon, I obviously have 3 days off every week, and I don't need that much time off. Like, that is too much time off, I think, especially at this young of age. I think if you have more than, like, 2 days off, I think you are wasting your time. Like,
Depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. But I think in my case, because I work at Amazon, I should not have 3 days off. Like, there's no excuse for that. Like, I should be doing something with that. So meanwhile, I'm trying to find something to do. I'm gonna I started a new job just to grind that. And then I want to pay off my debt, and then I want to at that point then just start financially like just becoming a lot more like sufficient, and I want to like try to find things to invest in, or like um I'm even like thinking about like looking into some like NFTs. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of like I mean, it's kind of risky, but like uh I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of like things that I definitely want to look into, but yeah, it's just a matter of paying off that fucking debt, man. But yeah, I mean, luckily it's not like a crazy amount, so it's definitely doable. Like I could probably pay off half of it in I could probably pay off most of it, honestly. I would say within like a year, like easily, which is a lot better than like most, because obviously most people get stuck with 20K debt or
Whoa, Lucy, chill. What was that?
yeah, I don't know, something on the side, but
The dog's
yeah.
throwing shit.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure we all know like adults that are stuck paying student debt, and like I don't want to be like that. Like I want to be as young as I possibly can and pay that shit off. Like by the time I turn 22, I want to be pretty much debt free. Lucy is currently mauling.
She's mauling me.
She's kissing on his ear and shit. She's a character.
Yeah, I feel that really heavy of wanting to be debt free.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Because it's just I think if I'm debt free, I can justify spending so much more, or I don't want to say spending. I can justify investing so much more into doing shit that I want to do,
like computer equipment or like fucking anything.
Like I just want to move out, so
yeah.
I can have a solid studio to do the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I can have like, this is another thing. Carlos and I talked about this a little bit earlier. Because I'm dog sitting right now at my dad's house, like we talked about at the beginning of the episode. And I'm realizing that I fucking love just being alone. I've always been like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've always been like that. But I've always thought that, like, living alone would kind of suck. But, dude, these last couple days I've spent by myself, I feel like
heaven, just so peaceful, I'd imagine.
So peaceful. Yeah. Like, I have, like, a clarity that I can really just think about shit, and not only think about things, but then I can like do things and not have to worry about like what my family thinks or what really anybody thinks, because like it's just me.
You could do whatever you want here and nobody knows.
And like, nobody knows. Exactly, dude.
Yeah. No, I've definitely it's funny because before I met Crystal, I was living pretty much like by myself. And like, well, I live with Quentin and Yasmin. Well, Quentin and then Yasmin, obviously. But like whenever, but it was pretty much just me though. Like when they weren't there, because normally they're never home.
You were by yourself.
It's just me, yeah. And I loved that actually, yeah. So I could definitely agree with that. But I also knew that like once I find like a girl or something like that, like I'm fucked, because then I'll just like, because I commit with that kind of shit. So like, yeah, I knew I was kind of fucked when that happened. But yeah, no, I definitely understand where you're coming from. Like, there's a certain peace that you can't get anywhere else than just being alone. Like that just brings so much like clarity to like your own brain. Like, I don't know, it's like your brain is just allowed to like just expand and just do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I used to like, well, whenever Quincy and Yasmin weren't there, I would literally just walk around the house naked. Dude, I shit you not, bro. There's nothing, dude, there's nothing more freeing than doing that. Like, I'd literally be like, making bacon in the kitchen, just butt ass naked, just chilling.
And they just walk in.
No, see, I would make sure to text Quincy and be like, hey, are you coming home anytime soon or whatever? Like, oh, what you doing today? He's like, oh, I'm working from 10 a.m. to like 8, and I was like, all right, bet, say less. So, like,
I'm getting naked.
Exactly. I knew from then to then, I'm chilling. So like, I would just get naked. I would drink, do whatever I wanted to do, and I would just chill, like just be absolutely peace. So,
that's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, I definitely, I understand.
I don't know what it is. I think, it's a judgment thing. There's no judgment around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if somebody walks in and sees you butt ass naked, they're gonna be like, "What the you can't do that."
Yeah.
Whereas there's nobody around to say that.
Yeah.
So like, why the fuck not?
Like, I'll be running like if I'm running up the stairs by myself, I'll run on all fours. But like if somebody's like behind me or in front of me, I'll just walk like a normal human being. Or if I'm like going to grab something from the kitchen, I'll like slide into the kitchen or whatever and then grab it. But if somebody's there, I'm just gonna walk into the kitchen. Like, it's just the little things like that that are like,
so freeing.
yeah,
Dude,
it's
I've been
weird.
doing that shit. I've been doing that shit these last couple days. Or I just say the stupidest shit ever to the dog,
Yeah,
and I don't even think twice about it.
yeah.
But if somebody was around, they'd be like,
What the fuck
"Are you
saying?
okay?"
Bro, dude, that's so funny. That's like so relatable, but yeah, it kills me. But it's
Yeah.
just the little things, yeah. I definitely get what you're saying, for sure.
Yeah, and I think it helps me be creative too
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of different ways.
Makes a lot of sense, yeah. But hopefully you start that new YouTube channel. Announcement.
I wasn't even gonna bring it up, but I will
Oh
now.
shit, my bad, bro.
No, you're good. Yeah, so yeah, I mean I think it's a great time to bring it up because during this time where I've been alone, I've been thinking a lot, and then, like I said, it's been helping me be more creative. And I had this idea because I'm a deep thinker. I think if you listen to the podcast often, you probably know that at this point. So I have these deep thoughts a lot, and part of the reason that I made the podcast was to kind of get to speak on these, on just I don't know, I can't really think of an example right now, but
I mean, it could be anything ranging from like your views to like relationship wise or like just what we were talking about like right now, like the freedom of being alone.
yes,
Like I don't
it's
know, all
things
that kind
like
of
that.
Yeah.
But I always have this sort of I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's just kind of a different way to articulate things, and I want to get it out. So what I do most of the time is I usually write in my journal or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a journal entry about whatever the fuck it is that I feel like writing about. And I decided I kind of want to do videos on that. So I want to get some footage that's at least semi-relevant to what I'm talking about, or semi-relevant, I'll call it that. And then just kind of rant about things, or express my views on certain topics. Some of the ideas that I've had so far, I've had a lot. As soon as I had this original idea, I was like, holy shit, I can make a video on this. I can make a video on this, on this, on this, on things like being alone, or failing to. Oh yeah, so what I had a thought on the way home from work, and it was I'm tired, I don't want to do anything. But if I don't do anything after work every single day that I work for the rest of my life's going to be over before I know it, and I'm going to regret it.
Yeah.
So I have to do things after work. And it's thoughts like that, kind of, I guess, motivational, or
it's almost like existential
things.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't say that word.
No, yeah. Things like that.
But it's like hopeful existentialism.
Sometimes, and sometimes it's pretty
negative.
But not in a negative way.
Yeah.
What is that? It's like nihilism.
Yeah, nihilistic. Yeah. It's almost like nihilistic thinking, but I think those kind of thinkers are always the ones that are making the biggest moves, though. So
it's like a negative outlook, but it doesn't actually make you feel negative. It brings you freedom.
Yeah,
which is definitely the way I feel about almost everything.
For sure. That's not a bad. I mean, it sounds terrible, but when you're doing it, when you're acting upon it, it's not bad at all because it pushes you to do things.
For sure, it totally does. And I wish I could think of a better example.
It's almost like you're scaring yourself into wanting to do better things, but when you're doing those better things, you're happy that you're doing those things.
See, and that's where it comes from, is that I'm hard on myself.
Yeah,
I've always been hard on myself.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I have kind of a fucked up way of looking at things,
but
it does make me feel motivated, and so
yeah,
I don't think it's a bad thing.
I mean, I used to think a lot more like that. I think recently it's been changing. I don't really know how to explain how it's been changing, but it doesn't feel the same way as I used to think. But there are still some ways that I definitely think like that. One that I could definitely think about is my body. So when it comes to my body image, I will trash on myself so much. It's kind of toxic. I think that's one of my most toxic things about myself is my self-hatred, but it's helping me. So it sounds a lot it sounds kind of fucked, but it's not really that bad. But for example, I'll be chilling and I'll just be God, God, you're like such a skinny fuck or whatever, and I'll just be like kind of trashing myself. And like Crystal will sometimes be hearing me say this, and she's like, I don't like when you talk I don't like when you talk like that, which is like fair. Like it sounds like very negative, so I'll just keep it in my brain most of the time. But like, it's it's pushed me to like do better for myself. So like yeah, I don't know. Like now I'm going to the gym and like watching what I eat, and I'm eating more, and like all this kind of shit. And like yeah, it relates to like how I used to be like that in like school or like for sports even. I'd be like, oh God, you're so dog shit. Like do better, and then I would like bully myself into like doing better. But then when I was better, I'd be like, oh God, like I'm so happy that I told myself that, or like I'm so happy that I treated myself that way because like now I'm here.
It's
I don't know.
different.
Yeah.
No, I 100% see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's different strokes for different folks.
Exactly.
Some people
yeah.
are like, oh, it's okay. Yeah, you did that wrong, but you'll do better next
Yeah,
time.
you tried your best.
I'm not
Yeah.
like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you're a fucking idiot. You're not going to do that again.
Yeah, for sure.
And then that works for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't work for other people. So, yeah, it's just different for everybody.
Yeah,
It's important. I think we're blessed that we've realized that at such a young age, to be perfectly honest.
Mm-hmm. Like even the fact that we're like that we can like pinpoint certain things that we like certain examples. I think that's like super like helpful and like almost. I'm not gonna like toot our own horns too much, but I think it's
Right.
pretty mature. I think like a lot of adults struggle to see things like that, like even things that might help them or things that might like be unhelpful to them. So I think the fact that we can pretty much pinpoint those things is like shows how in touch we are with like ourselves. But
It's true.
yeah.
And I feel what you're saying. I feel like I'm like, I have it figured out. But like, no, I don't have it fucking figured out.
We don't, yeah, but we're
but
getting there.
we're fucking trying.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
And we're finding things that work for us, and then we're building on those things.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
Mm-hmm. Just building upon what we already have type shit. And then if it don't work, then fucking try something else and go 10 times harder on it or whatever. So
Yeah, dude. So I want to try to make some videos like that, and I'm gonna write scripts for it.
that'd be cool, yeah.
You know what? A lot of the times, it's when I'm listening to music,
Mhm.
and I've talked about this on the pod a little bit before, but I think there's so much power in putting your phone down.
Yeah.
Like when I'm on break at work, I'm usually on Reddit or I'm watching YouTube videos, one of those two things. And if I put my phone down, everybody's looking at their phone, right?
Yeah.
So I just put my phone down, stop focusing on my phone, and just like look around and just be present. That's when these kind of thoughts come to me, like the thoughts that I want to elaborate on more and kind of show to people.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's funny because I started actually taking like a book to work, just so that way I can avoid like being on my phone so much. Because I'll like get this like notification like every week, and it's like, oh, you were on your phone for 7 hours, 8 hours this last week. I'm like, fuck, dude, that's 8 hours of me just like staring at my glass screen.
And
like,
that's nothing.
Yeah, I know that like compared to like a lot of people, like that is like literally nothing. But like, dude, that's 8 hours. Like imagine the things you could do in those 8 hours. Like, dude, you can drive to Salt Lake and drive back.
And back.
Yeah. Like you could
Twice.
Yeah, literally, dude. Like that's crazy. Like for 8 hours, instead of doing that though, I should just lay down and just look at my phone. We sound like such boomers. I feel like I always hate talking about this, but like it's so true though. Like it's so relevant. Like I don't know, it's almost like just this never-ending cycle of just toxicity with our fucking phones. But
Yeah.
I picked up a book and I'm like trying to read that during my breaks now because I'll have 2 30-minute breaks. So that's an hour, and that's 1 hour less of spending on my phone. That one I could be learning or being encapsulated by like a book. So
I've been feeling like reading lately too.
Mm-hmm.
I usually read,
Yeah.
but I haven't for a while here. And I have the book It,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm gonna start reading that.
Dude,
soon.
yeah, that would be a fucking sick book to read. I don't know if I would like to say I'd try to get to it, but I don't think I ever will. But
It's just a long.
Yeah.
It's fucking. Dude, the thing's a goddamn brick.
yeah, I know. I kind of like the story of the. So I know it like involves. It makes it like less of like a horror thing, more of like an alien type deal, because that's where he's
I don't know.
from. Yeah, and I don't know. The newer movie touched on that, on how he's like an alien, not like actually, like some
Clown.
not some paranormal clown shit or whatever. Yeah, it's more of like an actual alien. But
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know, pretty nuts shit.
See, and I've read some Stephen King before, and I really like it.
Yeah.
Cujo, that's a fucking gnarly book.
That's like a dog thing, right?
Yeah, it's about a fucking.
With rabies?
It gets rabies. A Saint Bernard, big ass Saint Bernard gets rabies and just starts fucking murdering people like crazy.
Damn.
It's a gnarly book. And then I've also read. I didn't finish Pet Cemetery, but I started it.
Ooh.
And yeah, that was also cool. Really just like spooky, eerie, really visual. Like I can picture it in my mind really well still.
See, that's when you know they're good books. Like when you're reading something and you could see it, like that's when it's like, okay, that's cool as shit. Like that's when it like encapsulates you for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that shit's definitely gonna be helpful in a certain sense as well. But
Reading is super helpful.
yeah,
Reading has made me feel better at times in my life where I felt the absolute worst that I've ever felt ever. So
damn. Yeah, if any of you guys have any crazy cool like recommendations, if you guys are listening up to this point, then recommend us some books. Hit up
Yeah,
our
dude.
socials or something like that. Hit me up on Snapchat or Instagram or whatever.
comment.
Yeah, comment too. But yeah, because I want to get into reading more, and yeah, I wish I always did, but like as a kid, but I never really read as a kid. Like
I have some books you
yeah.
could borrow.
Yeah, I'd be down for sure. Yeah, I want to get in more like right now I'm reading one that's just about this like theory book. It's like about string theory, which is like kind of cool. But I want to get into one that's like I don't know, not like motivational, but like kind of motivational ones. Like there's one like the laws of power, and like all that kind of stuff. I think those would be interesting to read.
I have this one book that's really short. It's called The Four Agreements. It's a damn good book.
Yeah, I'd be
You
down
learn
for
a
some
lot
shit
from
like
it.
that. Yeah.
And you could read it in like a couple hours. It's not very long.
Yeah. There's just one that's been on my list for a long time. It's called Metamorphosis by like Franz Kafka, and it's like pretty much like I know it's like about pretty much letting like your past die and then like pretty much like being reborn from it and like I don't know. It's like this crazy story. I think it's about like some World War II shit. I might be completely wrong, but I was told it was something like that in that manner, like something like that. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good premise.
Yeah, I like that kind of shit where it's like about like just becoming like your own person and like digging yourself out of like whatever. I think those are always super like encapsulating. But yeah,
Yeah, that is cool.
shit. But I mean, I kind of touched on it earlier, but yeah, I started AutoZone. It's pretty cool. It's like I don't really know how to explain it. Like I mean, I only worked 2 days there so far, but yeah, I think it'll be helpful to like learn about like car shit now there for sure. And plus I get 20% off of like everything there, so.
You'll finally fix your car.
Yeah, for real. Nah, yeah. But yeah, no, there's and like the people there are pretty cool. I work with the homie Rainan, shout out Rainan. And now I get to talk to people again compared to like Amazon where you don't. So it's a nice balance. Like I'll have 4 days to just chill, do my own thing, and then 3 days to just fucking listen to other people and then learn about car shit. And then I could also drive, which would be cool. So I'll literally be delivering like parts from our AutoZone store to like one in Marsing or sometimes one in Boise, or like Eagle, and I'll be getting paid throughout like the whole time, like hourly. So like
That is cool.
yeah, and we use like a company vehicle and all that kind of shit. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing that as well, which should be pretty damn fun. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty hyped about that.
That is cool. Doing some delivery stuff.
Yeah, just a little part-time thing, but yeah, it'll be cool.
So you're gonna be working 7 days a week now?
Yeah.
You crazy fuck.
Yeah, I mean, so like the thing is with AutoZone, they're like 6-hour shifts, and I think sometimes even if that. So like, yeah, and the job's not hard at all. So like it'll be chilling. And then I think it'll actually push me to like do more things. Oddly, I think with a more busy schedule, I think I'll be like more pressed to like fit more things into that schedule, which is what I'm hoping for. Like, recently I've been yeah, like I don't know, I've just been trying to find ways to like maybe not do things or like say for the gym, like I'll be like, oh, I don't really want to go today. I'll just go tomorrow in the morning. And like even though I do go in the morning, like that next day when I say I was going to, like I still shouldn't have like pushed it off though, you know? So like that kind of stuff is what I'm trying to like fix.
Some discipline.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm teaching myself discipline, yeah.
Yeah, I really want to try to do something like that too. I really, really, really want to join a boxing gym or some sort of
Yeah,
martial arts,
that'd be fire.
like so bad, but can't
So
drive.
yeah, I'm gonna So I'm not gonna be doing this for like too long. I'll probably only do this for like until I move out, maybe if that. But I'm gonna try to do this for like 3 months, and then I'm gonna switch my Amazon shift to like a flex shift is what it's called. So I'll be able to pick what shifts I want. So I'm gonna do that, and then have those 3 guaranteed days at AutoZone. And then with Amazon, I can choose what days I want to work, and then yeah, I want to also join boxing gym for sure. I want to. Me, the only reason why I'm not doing it yet is because I want to put on some muscle weight beforehand, so that way I'm not like boxing at fucking like a 135 weight class. I want to get to like 150, and then I'll be like, all right, yeah, let's fucking do it.
Dude, I'm fucking
But
heavy. I'm 170.
that's not that bad. Like that's pretty
No,
average.
it's like super healthy for my height.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did go skateboarding.
Oh, how was that?
It was fun.
When was the last time you went skateboarding? Like before that? I feel like a while, right? Because you were out with like injury after injury.
Broke
after
my
injury.
hand, fell off a cliff. I did skateboard. I skateboarded a little bit in between those two injuries and a little bit after healing from falling off the cliff. But like basically not at all, dude, because then
Yeah.
it was wintertime.
Yeah.
So like I kind of skateboarded, but really I like there was like maybe like 4 or 5 times in there in the last year that I skateboarded, which is like not normal for me.
Yeah.
Usually it's like a almost every day kind of thing.
I remember every single day I'd wake up and you guys would be like, skate park question mark? And I'm like, damn, dude, these guys are at it. Like every single day. Like that's cool as fuck though. But
And nobody pulled up.
yeah.
But I went every day.
Yeah, you
So
did.
that's the thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was nice though. I'm sore. I'm still sore. It was several days ago and I'm still fucking sore.
Damn.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's that
It feels
DOMS,
good to
bro.
be. Yeah, dude, it's my abs and my back and my shoulders and my fucking everything, dude.
Yeah,
It's a full
yeah.
body workout.
It's
It makes
good though.
Yeah, it was nice. But yeah, it also just motivated me to be more active in general.
Good shit. Yeah. No, I'd definitely be down. Like 100%. I've been wanting to do something like that for the longest time. Like me and Kai, we tried this MMA spot. It was in Caldwell, and the gym for one was like not clean at all, and like two, dude, for our first day they fucked us up so hard. So like we the first thing we did, we were doing stretching, right? And then we were doing some light combos, and then they're like, all right, up against the wall. So everybody got up against this wall, right? And there's this bar all the way across, kind of like a shower curtain, but just the bar itself.
Yeah.
So you're standing, everybody's standing straight. You have your hands on the bar, and they're like, all right, flex. So you have to flex your abs, and there's 4 trainers, and they all go around in a line, just body shot, next one, body shot, next one, body shot. So they're going down the whole line, and everybody's just getting their ribs fucking just destroyed. And they're not going light either. Like they're doing the full like momentum thing, and they're going like a straight right hook just to the gut, and like, dude, oh, fuck, it hurt so much. So the last punch, I remember vividly. This guy had like a short buzz cut, dude. It's like PTSD. He had like a buzz cut. He was like 5'5", but he was built like a goddamn like tank, dude. And he had this tight Superman like dry fit Nike shirt on, dude. And he just winded up, and he was, oof, and then he just straight liver shot. I was like, and I just fell to the floor. Wind knocked out everything, and I was like, holy fuck! Like, and then Kai got shot too. Everybody was like on the floor, just like just trying to breathe. And then they gave us like 2 minutes of like resting time, and then straight back to it. And we just started like wrestling, and then like after like 30 minutes of wrestling, they're like, all right, let's go to some light sparring, and then that, yeah. It was some fucked shit.
That's the strangest shit I ever heard.
It was some fucked shit. It was fun, but God, dude, those body shots, I was like, all right, yeah, I don't know. I want to stick to boxing, I think, if anything.
Weird.
But also because I can't wrestle for shit, so like Kai was dominating me on that shit. I think I made him like, I think I got out of his clinch like twice, but Kai has like wrestling experience, so he like destroyed me on that front. But yeah, the punching part was fun, but everything else was like, nah, I'm good. But that
That's
body
so
shot
weird.
shit deterred me from wanting to go for a while. So
I can see that.
definitely hurt for sure. But no, I want to learn how to take a punch like to the face. So I think boxing would help with that. Like, I think the most important part is to learn how to take a punch, and then after that, they'll work on footwork and all that good stuff. But I think I want to learn how to take a punch.
I don't even really want to fight.
Damn, really? You just want to like just.
I just want to learn something and train. Yeah,
that'd be cool. I want to definitely train to fight for a bit. Like I wouldn't mind signing up and getting in some amateur fights, maybe like 2 or 3. I think that would be fun for sure.
I mean, I would do it, but that's not really why I want to do it.
Dude, I feel like, but for your weight class, you'd get in some. You would get paired up with some big boys. Like that's the thing. Like either they would be like just built motherfuckers, or like just some like semi like just tall guys. Like either they'll Fuck, that'd be crazy.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
Because like I'm in the weight class for a reason.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just not super interested in fighting.
Yeah.
Although I just want to learn something and train and
become like enamored with it type deal. Like, yeah. Just look forward to it every week and
get stronger. And I think the other thing is that it's like it's different than if you were gonna go lift weights or something. It's like more interactive. Yeah, I feel like I'm learning something rather than just like
doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely facts, yeah. That's one thing that I hate about going to the gym is like it's hard to stay motivated when one is just me. Like 90% of the time I just go by myself. So like it's hard to stay motivated when I don't have somebody to go with. So like that kind of sucks. But then too as well, like I want to push myself hard, but I mean, you know how it is. Like when you have somebody there with you and they're going hard as well, like you guys are just like, even if you're not saying or like trying to like one up each other, just naturally you're gonna want to do like better.
I think that you just bounce off of each other.
Exactly, yeah. So like with that, it's like hard to like always do like my very best, because like I might think I'm tired at that point, but then for example, if I'm with Quentin one day and I start getting tired, but then I don't see him tired, then I go more, and then he sees that I'm not really tired and he's tired, then he starts going harder. So like I feel like that kind of stuff is just super like helpful, and like boxing would like that's what it is pretty much. Like you're training with other people directly. So yeah, that'd be fun.
It would be super fun.
And you get hella fit with boxing.
Fuck yeah,
like
you do.
Cardio wise,
it's a lot
you
of
get
cardio.
Fit. Yeah, everything. Your arms, your core, even your legs are like really important as well. Yeah, back, dude. Yeah, so that would definitely be sick as fuck. But yeah, we'd be in shape to literally do like marathons at that point, like because boxing is tiring as shit. Like you get winded pretty easily with that. Like if you don't know how to like control your breathing and all that stuff, like see, like learning all that would be so helpful. Like
that's why I need to keep on skateboarding so I can get actually into some decent shape before we go do that.
Yeah, for sure. Because I guarantee you, our first like week, we're gonna be like
fucking dead.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so much cardio that we're just gonna be fucked.
Yeah, like not used to it at all. Like, and right now I'm literally like I used to only do cardio, but right now I'm anti-cardio because like I don't want to be running right now. Like I want to just be gaining as much muscle weight as I can.
The only cardio I ever do is jump rope.
Oh, so yeah, see, jump rope's not like a bad form of cardio though, because you're still, it's like your shoulders are involved, your rotator cuffs are like warming up as well. So like, yeah, it's
your
not
calves.
Yeah, literally everything. Yeah, especially if it's a weighted jump rope. Those things are really helpful. But yeah, boxing I think would be really cool. And it would be fun to like go with like you and like I know Aiden was saying he was down for that too. So
Aiden would be down.
Yeah, that'd be really sick. I'm sure if Aiden was down, then we'd probably get some other boys on board like Kai.
Maybe.
And like all that shit. I think that'd be dope. It'd be a fun learning experience for sure.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
Definitely want to get my fitness in check.
Holy shit, dude. It's already been an hour? What the fuck, dude? Damn. I thought we were only like 30, 40 minutes in.
No way.
I did, dude. This shit went by so quick.
This just felt long for me. I'm not going to lie.
Damn, my bad, brother.
What? No.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's about that time. You have anything you want to say?
Dude, not really, man. This was fun. This was chill.
Yeah, this was a really laid back episode.
Yeah.
Just the two of us. No video.
Dude, I think we should do a really clickbaity title for this one. Just like Chris rocked. And that's it. Just just Chris rocked, and then that's it. Just
I would actually love to do that.
Yeah, that'd be funny as fuck.
You know what we need to do? We need to start making videos other than the podcast on the Few Dudes channel.
Yeah, we do.
It has to happen.
We gotta do whenever we. I think the best one, like the first one that we do, I think it has to like. I think we need to like kind of set a pretty good bar. I think for ourselves.
I agree.
And I think it should be like a camping or like a fishing one or like something like that. Or I don't know. We'll definitely have like brainstorm about that. But
yeah,
I think something like that will be like when we see the finished product. I think we'll be like, holy fuck, we got to do this more. Like, and I think that'll just push us to do way more. Like,
true.
Shit,
I got to get better at editing too,
and that'd be fun.
Give it that extra kind
little
of
sauce.
Yes, sir.
That'd be fire.
All right, well, solid episode. I hope everybody enjoyed. I know nobody's listening, but I like to think there are people listening.
Yeah, maybe there's one person out there.
Maybe. If you are listening, we appreciate you, of course. You are our one and only fan. But yeah, follow the Instagram.
Yep.
Check us out on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Next week we'll be back at the usual setup with the camera and everything. Be ready for other videos coming on the YouTube channel. Be ready for me starting up another channel. We're just we're grinding, doing things we care about, having fun doing it.
Fucking show some love, share this shit, fucking review us, all that good shit.
Tell your homies, tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your dad, tell them all.
Show your dog even the goddamn episode.
For real.
Yeah.
I fucking mean it. I hope you're listening because I fucking mean it.
Yeah.
All right, well, like I said, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you next time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.